Reel-09A starts in December 1974. We stopped in this motel on our way down to Florida. Anita's 5.5, David 3.5, and Edwin a year and 4 months. And now we've arrived at Fletcher Motel on Clearwater Beach. It's probably Christmas Eve or Christmas Day because we're getting our presents.
Now it's Christmas Day. Santa gave Anita that tape recorder. That was the year Santa Claus arrived by elephant and left his elephant prints on the step outside, and there was a message from Santa Claus on the tape, in the tape recorder.
Well, what a shame we can't hear it, because it isn't a sound movie, and we can't hear what Anita is saying. We didn't preserve the tape. That's a pity. It'd be nice to do that. We could digitize it.
Unless it's one of the ones we sent to Grandma and Grandpa. We got those.
Edwin doesn't have too much to say, but David clearly has a very important message.
Short and sweet, though.
But very solemn. David got a train. Deep in concentration.
As he often was. He took his play very seriously.
Won't be no train crashes here. It'll be a properly well-run railroad.
He's trying to get his car in as well.
And there's a year and 4 months, Edwin. Now he can walk. David is sharing his Smarties with him. Smarties came from Grandma and Grandpa.
Who can eat them fastest?
Not a fair contest because Dad was holding the movie camera.
Everyone liked the train.
Yes. Children always liked playing together. Played very nicely together.
That might have been the year they tried to wake us up Christmas morning, flushing the toilet over and over. We didn't wake up.
Still, it was a good attempt. Teaching Edwin bad behavior. Oh, some feet.
Don't tickle my toes. This is Clearwater Beach. Always a nice one to play on.
It looks like Edwin's first venture into the sea.
The first time he's been on a beach.
Didn't care for it too much. First time. Anita loves it.
So does Dave.
And it's David with his Detroit Zoo hat, which he wore on many occasions.
Now Edwin's happy jumping over the waves.
It looks a very yucky sort of castle they're building.
At least Edwin didn't eat the sand.
That's right, that's right.
He has Anita's old sun hat. Oh, and he's not very happy.
He's happy when he has Mommy's hand.
Fairly big waves. It was still a nice, safe beach. It didn't drop off too fast. Didn't get deep too quickly.
Right, and when the weather was calm, the sun was shining, it was very nice. It was sometimes quite fierce, as we see in some of the movies.
You must have eaten a lot of peanut butter to get those big buckets.
Oh, the peanut butter buckets. Forgotten that.
They were excellent buckets. That's Fletcher's place in the background.
I think it's the Angler next door.
I think you're right. Now that was the year we could only get 1 week at Fletcher's, so we spent a week somewhere else.
At Treasure
Had
Island.
this nice swimming pool.
Yeah, this is at Treasure Island. We had to stay 1 week here because we couldn't get into the Flamingo for the whole 2-week period. And the kids are having a lot of fun in this pool. See, it was a beautiful day.
Edwin's quite happy with his bucket full of water.
Oh, and there's Edwin. You can see we didn't worry about the sun in 1974. This would be January 1974.
We aren't as burned as we look, though. The red is excessive here.
I must correct, it's January 1975. January 75. Anita's 5.5, David 3.5, and Edwin a year and a pretty substantial bit. Hi, hi. Nika's waving at me. That's nice. And Edwin's looking a lot happier here. First time experience of things like this.
Get sound with movies in those days.
And here your mother is a darn good swimmer, isn't she?
Certainly didn't like getting my face in the water.
Very good, can do the crawl. Dad can only do the breaststroke. Looks like he can't quite swim, whereas your mom looked like she could really swim. Now we're in Busch Gardens. We've been there before, but we liked it so much we came back. On the monorail, looking out at the goings on. Now we're in cable car. What I see coming up here is what they call the flume. Terrific ride. We went down a great big water slide. There we are in the flume. There's.
I actually liked it. It was the only big dipper type thing I'd ever been on. It was fun.
I wonder who's in it this time. Nita and Dad.
Nita loved all those rides. David wasn't so keen. I guess everyone was too young.
Right. But we had to take Edwin along on cable car rides and things like that. We probably didn't get a lot out of them at age 1. I rode in a separate car so I could take photographs of the rest of the family.
Yeah, wave to Daddy.
Oh, I see elephants.
I recognise that scene.
Yes.
Last time we were there without Edwin and a train came.
Yes, indeed. We've been there before, and there's the train. And we were eating, and there's a big difference. There's an Edwin. Last time there was no Edwin.
David was very aware of the train this time. He was just a baby last time. Now we're on the train.
Yes, and again the big difference from last time is Edwin. 2 years previously we were there. David was about Edwin's age, roughly. And we went to the petting zoo before, but this time we're going with Edwin. David is...
He's quite happy to take off, chase the goats. You've got a big goat too.
Yes, he's not at all frightened of the animals. Oh, and the goats are not being friendly to each other. Oh, look at that little baby one. Back home in Michigan, it's the same year, I would guess January or February 1975.
In the snow.
You can see why it's much nicer to go to Florida. And here we're on the snow train. This was a terrific ride. This is my birthday, February 21, 1975. My 36th birthday. And the family gave me this terrific treat. You drive the car way up north to Sault Ste. Marie in Canada. You get on the train and it takes you into the, I think they call it the Algonquin National Park, in the wilderness, and in midwinter it is just fantastic. We had a really great time on the snow train. See how big the train is. It had many passengers on board who were actually going somewhere, and others that were there as tourists just to go for the ride out into the heart of Ontario. Here we're in the dining car. That's quite some view to eat your meal by. And that brings us to the end of Reel-09A.